This season in Clash of Clans is called Battle for the High Seas. It comes with 4 legendary skins, a standard scenery, and a gold pass skin. The gold pass skin is the Kyudo Queen, and the gold pass, as always, starts on the 1st of the month and costs $6.99. And don't forget, if you're buying any of these skins or the gold pass, you can support me by using code SETH. This helps way more than you think, so thank you so much to everyone who uses it. The Kyudo Queen is actually my least favorite skin out of this season, and I don't know if this is just because I don't really like her design, but she feels much more like a gold pass skin than in previous seasons. And ignore the little glitches that we have right now on the dev build. In the real game, the skin should look much cleaner than this. Her selection animation is pretty basic, nothing too spectacular, and it mimics a lot of some other selection animations, so it doesn't feel super unique. Now, the design doesn't feel like a legendary skin, but pretty much all the visual and sound effects are up to par with legendary. Like, her pose animation looks really clean, it's pretty short and basic, but she's got the flower that pops up over top of her and the flower that's on the ground. Each of these skins has a custom deployment visual effect and sound effect, and here's the queen's attacking, which looks really nice. The arrows are this bright pink color. When you use her ability, typically the arrows change to maybe a green or some other color that glows more, but in this case the arrows look exactly the same. Of course, everything after this is just a cherry on top with a gold pass skin. One thing I really like about her attack effect is that there are flowers that follow the trail of her arrows and linger a little bit in the air after she has made her shot. Recently, with a lot of skins, it's been hit or miss as to whether they have a nice knockout animation, and pretty much all of these are a miss. They're very, very basic. We have that little pain indicator that comes off of them, but that's pretty much it. In my last video, I was reminded by you guys that even though the heroes don't have to heal anymore because there's instant training, you can see their resting animation while they're upgrading. So here's the queens, like the knockout animation. This one's super basic, but she does have some butterflies that fly off of her, which is really nice. The visual effects are making up for the animations with this skin, and she's got the custom pink Z's that come off of her. The next cosmetic we're getting in this season is the High Seas scenery. This one is scheduled to come out on May 3rd, and this one's a standard scenery costing $6.99. Now, when you first look at this scenery, it almost feels like it could be legendary. The concept overall of this ship that's going in the water, which your village is sitting on, is a layout that I really like. We've got a war scenery that has a similar idea, and the legendary sceneries are like this, just bigger. This one is also really unique because when you go around the edges, you can see rain falling down from the sky, but it obviously doesn't obstruct any view while you're in the village. The rain gets cut off, which I like. Not realistic, obviously, but it's a much better playing experience when the rain isn't over top of your village. I think the color scheme of this one is the easiest on the eyes out of every single scenery. It's dim, not too dark, but there's really nothing that strains your eyes when you're looking at it. Starting from 7 o'clock-ish, we've got these cannons that will roll in and out of the front of the ship, and this gigantic cannon that rolls in and out once in a while, and some decorative cannons over top of that. Right above those is this massive harpoon cannon, and then some miniature cannons right above that. Lots and lots of cannons on this ship, but as we get to the top left, there's some kind of supporting raft that floats next to it, which the ninja goblins are water skiing off of, and every once in a while one of the goblins, he obviously needs a little more practice at water skiing because he'll fall into the water. There is a ninja goblin that will run around the scenery, and you'll see him in various places. This is one of the places over on the left side, and then he disappears in a cloud of smoke. Up at the top of the scenery, a giant squid of some kind comes to attack the ship, but thankfully the giant is there with his flamethrower ready for any attacks, and he scares it off every time. The main attraction is on the top right, which basically looks like a mini palace that's on the ship. There's a barbarian that'll run around once in a while, and you'll see the ninja goblin come out of the front gate, run around to the side, jump over this barbarian who tries to hit him with a sword, and then he comes back and jumps through the window. And then we can see on this side of the ship about a dozen oars rowing and a bunch of what look like enemy ships going past the bigger ship, which is constantly being shot at. You can also see all the cannons that are coming in and out of the side of the ship. Then of course we've got the custom elements. We've got the forge here, which looks really nice. It fits the theme, and they've got a really nice place on the ship for all these. Then we've got the airship, which looks out of place. It's the most unique element on this ship. It almost doesn't feel like it should be here, but there it is nonetheless. And then we've got the builder base boat as a submarine ready to go into the water at any moment. Honestly, everything about this scenery is really clean. There's not anything negative I could say about this. I love the tiles. Again, like I said, this one is really easy on your eyes. It's also got custom music, which you'll be hearing in the background this whole time. The first legendary skin that we're getting is the Samurai King. The Samurai King is scheduled to come out on May 5th, and he's going to cost $9.99 just like every legendary skin. This one is an okay design. He's got some really sweet animations where he's slicing up these bamboo sticks. The last one, it doesn't slice until he puts his samurai sword back in its sheath. The design on this one is okay. I like the color scheme a lot. The dark red and black looks really nice, but I don't know about the entire design. It's a little bit weird. His pose animation is very similar to his selection, just shorter. Still really nice though. I'm not sure exactly what that deployment symbol was. I'm gonna have to watch it back in slow-mo and I'll show you in the video, but it was really cool. I like his attacking, not that one where he hits with his sheath, that's kind of weird, but where he draws out his samurai sword really fast. He waits into the last second and does it really fast. It just fits the samurai theme so well. He doesn't spawn custom barbarians, unfortunately. Here's his knockout, which, like the queen, as I mentioned, is not anything super exciting. He's dropped his sword, leaning on his sheath, and he's got those paint indicators that match his color scheme. Here's what he looks like when he's being upgraded. Those Z's that are coming off of him look so good. I don't even know what they're really supposed to be. They kind of look like bamboo that's been cut. That's probably what they're supposed to be. Overall, I think it looks pretty clean, especially those visual effects. The Cyclone Prince is the second legendary skin. He is scheduled for May 5th, costing $9.99, and this one is epic. They went all out with the visual effects on this one. The design is really weird, but I really like it, and I don't know why. It's probably mostly because of the visual effects, because this one is way better than the king or queen. He also has a custom deployment, and again, the visual effects are way more than the other ones. The lightning when he's deployed, his attacking looks so good. If I haven't said it already, this is definitely my favorite Minion Prince skin. The visual effects are top notch, the animations look amazing. He does have a custom knockout sound effect, and the animation is way better than all the rest. He's got the storm cloud over top of him, he's dropped his staff, and he's trying to keep his mask on, which keeps falling off his face. But that storm cloud with the lightning and rain, it's amazing. Alright, so by far this one is my favorite skin. We haven't seen my second favorite skin yet, but this one would be my favorite, and the queen is my least favorite. The next legendary skin is the Grand Monk. This one's scheduled for May 9th. $9.99, just like all legendary skins. Now this one is my second favorite, because it's way cleaner in my opinion. The design is way cleaner than the Minion Prince skin. He's completely underwater here inside the hero hall, and also when he walks around, it's even like he's underwater all the time because there's splashes of water that follow his footsteps. And this is what his pose animation when he's set to ground looks like, and this is his air pose animation, way better than his ground animation in my opinion. In the events tab, the description for this season mentions a shell that could control the flow of water itself. Now, I'm pretty sure that's referring to this shell that the Grand Warden has, so it seems like Clash of Clans is trying to weave a little bit of lore into this season. Here's what the Grand Warden looks like while he's upgrading. This is probably one of my favorites besides the Minion Prince skin. The watery Z's that come off of him that explode into bubbles look so good. The animation is pretty basic, where he's just laying there with his legs crossed and his staff and shell floating next to him, but the visual effects on all these skins are so good. The final skin in this season is the Royal Ninja. You might say they saved the best for last. This is my third favorite. It goes the Minion Prince, the Grand Monk, the Royal Ninja, the King, and then the Queen. And the design of the ninja is really, really nice. The white and the red and the black go well together. Her animation where she dashes around the hero hall, disappears into smoke, that's a really unique animation that we've never seen on any skin before. So I like that they're trying new things, and the design looks really clean. The hair almost looks fake because it looks too perfect. best. But her pose animation is fairly basic. She does a backflip and spins her sword around a little bit. She's got a custom deployment, which is a puff of smoke, and it looked like some bats or something that popped off of her. Again, I'll be able to show it in slow-mo, but the attacking looks really nice. The ability when you have the Seeking Shield equipped looks pretty sweet. Other than that, I mean, this skin is a pretty basic Royal Champion skin. Once she gets knocked out here, we can see that she's hidden behind the wall a little bit, but it's a really simple knockout animation. But again, the visual effects come in clutch because she's got the autumn leaves raining down on her, and of course the little pain indicator next to her. Here's what she looks like when she's being upgraded. I'm not sure if this is just a visual glitch in the dev build or not, but I have no idea what that big round red thing is behind her. Let's ignore that for now. She has some pretty nice visual effects. Other than that, her animation is very basic. Leave your favorite skin down in the comments, and thank you for watching.